Ah, playing tall. Something we all love doing in Paradox games. And even though playing tall is significantly better and way more fun in Europa Universalis 5 compared to Europa Universalis 4, I've still decided to go back to EU4 to play one of my favorite playing tall countries of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'm talking about the Republic of Florence. We start off with one of the best rulers in the game. Hopefully we can keep him alive for long enough, and we have excellent playing tall ideas and missions that give us various development discounts, idea discounts, and tech discounts, and with that, we don't have to own that much land to become one of the most richest and most powerful countries in the entire world. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump into EU4 as the Republic of Florence form Tuscany, and maybe even Italy, all while playing tall. Alright, here we are back in Europa Universalis 4, ladies and gentlemen, as the Republic of Florence. Like I just said in the intro, one of my favorite playing tall countries, but also one of my favorite countries overall in Europa Universalis 4, and you guys do want to see me play this more often, so here we are. I thought, why not? But yeah, like I said in the intro, man, we start off with Cosimo de' Medici right here, who's a 655. Now, even though he's 55, you know, we're not going to have him around for that long, and obviously we need to spend a lot of Republican tradition on re-electing him, but he is going to be of quite a lot of help in the early portion of the game right here. And obviously, you know, Tuscan ideas, man, dev discount, yearly papal influence, plus 5% discipline, tech and idea discount, merc discount, interest per annum, prestige, trade efficiency, production efficiency, and plus 25% on national manpower. And of course, the short but sweet Florentine / Tuscan mission right here is gonna help us out a bit in the early portion of the game with this branch right here, with expansion, and this one with like you know, playing tall and construction and stuff like that. But if I remember correctly, yeah, we need to make 12 Diplo points per month to kickstart this branch of the mission tree. And you know, the start, you know, the ideal start, I think, was we fight Siena if we can, and then we gain a sea tile with Naples and try and hit Naples if we can when they break free from Aragon. We'll see if that works out. Alright, estate stuff done and advisors hired. This guy's a cheaper level 2 guy, so we got him, and now we do have to focus up on Dip just to be able to take this mission. So there's improved relations and +1 Diplo relations. Let's see if the Pope is friendly towards us. He's not, but he hasn't rivaled us. So we'll try and get friendly with the Pope if we can. Okay, and then I'm immediately, what do we need for this? 2 allies. Permaclaim on Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna. Okay, we can link with Milan. I'll try and find someone else too. Let's go ahead and rival Lucca, Siena, and I don't know, Provence. Why not? Even though we're actually not interested in expanding there. Okay, just allied Saluzzo. I'll break that alliance immediately, but it's only to take this mission right here. So there we go, Permaclaim on Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna. Siena doesn't have any allies just yet, so we need to wait for a month to take over right here. Let's see if we can catch them without anyone, and... oh. Okay, obviously we're not gonna have the peak Florence start right here. Lucca is solo, though. Yeah, like I said, Siena would have been good, so we take this, then we go into Naples, but that's not gonna be happening. Okay, well, at least we can do Lucca. There we go. Let's see if they ally anyone by December 11th. If they don't, obviously we'll hit them, and they haven't allied anyone. Perfect. That's actually really good. There we go. First war already started. Now, obviously, aggressive expansion is crazy in Italy and EU4 right at the start. In EU5 as well, to be honest. We are, of course, part of the HRE. We will be leaving the HRE later. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, it's just a very slow and steady expansion over here. So that's why I'm immediately actually gonna tell these guys to go to Genoa and to Venice. This is not for making money. This is so we can tell them to establish communities and help us improve relations. Yeah, but either way, Lucca, a nice province to take anyway. It's a center of trade. It's gonna help us out with making money. It's fairly rich, fairly developed. So yeah, Siena would have been better, but oh great, they entered the Genoan Trade League too. That's can't complain too much though. Can't complain too much. The start really wasn't that bad. There's Lucca in our fold. So yeah, everyone is immediately a little bit angry. Lucca, because it's a part of our state, already mega expensive to core, but obviously we do end up full coring it. So yeah, let's rival Genoa. Okay, now that first war is out of the way, we just look and see whichever ally is easiest to fight. Really, we have 3 options: Genoa, Ferrara, and Bologna. Alright, just bought indulgence for my sins, so that has made the Pope like me a little more. I am gonna ally him, even though, actually... Yeah, expansion situation not looking too good right now, man. We can do Bologna there with the Pope, Ferrara there with Württemberg and the Pope, Genoa is with Burgundy. Yeah, not an ideal start, I gotta say, but that's okay, we got other things to do. Lucca has been cored up, very nice. No luck on allying Austria either, which kind of sucks. Usually you're able to do it. As an Italian country, you can pretty reliably ally both France and Austria. There's France at least, we can kind of get them. I think I'm gonna curry favors with Milan right here and then go in on like Ferrara or Bologna, even though it'll make us end up fight the Pope. We can just re-ally him after we're done with the war, I guess. Because obviously, we don't want to fight the Pope early, because then every Catholic guy will be mad at us. Eventually, we'll fight the Pope, just not now. Okay, there's an alliance with France. Funnily enough, they don't have any allies. This might make them call us into this, but it's fine. We'll just join and not do anything. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Picking up already, one of the first, if not the first country in the world to do so. Oh, the Milanese guy is cruel. He doesn't want to help with Bologna. What about with, okay, they want to help with Ferrara. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference. I mean, Ferrara does have this estuary, which will help us with, Venice. Just got Miltech 4. That's going to give us a little bit of a competitive advantage. Yeah, frick it, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll just declare for Ferrara, call in Milan, and let's just check this right here. Yeah, not bad. We can do it. Okay, there we go. War started. Second war started. Going in on Ferrara. Yeah, let's hope Milan helps us deal with the Pope quick, and we can re-ally him. Now, as Florence, we do start with the Italian Signoria right here. The terms are quite long in between elections, but it's fine. Plus 15% national tax, plus 10 max absolutism, which I guess we don't care about. Then for tier 2 right here, republicanism is good. Meritocratic rule, goods produced. Goods produced plus 5%. You may think it's small, but it's actually quite significant, especially when there's no goods produced modifiers this early in the game. And then we can go for virtues of Politeia right here for the manpower. But, this one is the ultimate playing tall one. So let's do that. Hold it right there. Are you enjoying this magnificent playing tall throwback campaign in EU4? Hey, I'm enjoying playing it. So if you're enjoying watching it, why not leave a like? It lets me know that you, like this video and that you want to see more EU4. Leave a comment too if you want to see more EU4. And subscribe, obviously, for more EU4 and other stuff too. Okay, let's get back to Florence. France just ended it, took, everything except for Calais from England. This is dangerous. I think the only reason Pope's not going in is because I got Miltech 4, so he's scared. Where the hell did Milan go? Milan, what are you doing, bud? They're going to siege Avignon. All right, got Rome. Not going to take anything from the Pope because I do want to re-ally him. There we go. That's done. And yeah, we can just peace out Ferrara. Oh, Württemberg is in it. That's right. Well, I should be able to walk over. We are in the HRE. Oh, no, I can't. It doesn't work like that here. Yeah, I can't get there. Fine. We'll just oh, there we go. They unconditionally surrendered. Perfect. So, yeah, not bad. Ferrara full annexed. It's okay. Oh, dude. I should have hit Bologna while we were in this war, man. Yeah, there we go. The rust of not playing U4 is showing itself. You know what? I'll re-ally the Pope. We'll do it whenever we do it. No! Oh my god, Cosimo died, dude. Oh, that sucks quite a lot, actually. Yeah, if he's not here, he's dead. I don't know. Do we continue with the Medicis and roleplay that? Or just... Well, these guys do have a total of 6, whereas this guy has 8, so... Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's Francesco. Frick! Oh, nice. There's an alliance with Austria. Perfect. Wait. I think this means they won't accept. Will they accept? How did they accept, but the bar said it wouldn't? Well, either way, just married them too, so now alliance situation is peak. Meanwhile, Naples has broken free from Aragon, which obviously happens 99% of the time, and they've allied Hungary, which is not that good. But either way, Naples is land because it is really quite poor. We're not, especially the south down here, aside from Naples, we're not that interested in it. We do border Mantua now as well. So, hey, did the Renaissance spawn? It did, in Montferrat. Okay. Too bad we didn't get it, but it is what it is. Now, at this point, we do want to bump Florence up to 30. Just, tick off the age objective and help speed up the spawning of the Renaissance a little. I got pigeons the most, which I guess makes sense. And there we go. You know, as soon as we can, we'll just flip over to advancement. We can finally construct our first building, a marketplace in Florence. Forward up Modena and Ferrara. Obviously, we're going to full state it. All right, so Renaissance is actually already here pretty quickly. I am going to take out burger loans now. Perfect, which will enable us to embrace the Renaissance, which means we can take the Mission Florentine Renaissance, cheaper advisors, very nice, and reaffirm civic values. Sure, I'll take the stability. Noble's loyalty for that. For this, a level 3 guy, one of those. Okay, and 500 ducats. Okay, with this extra cash from the loans, let's just build up some more marketplaces. Pisa and Lucca and Mantua all need, Ferrara all need one. Well, at this point, I guess Milan isn't cruel anymore because they're willing to come in versus Bologna. Like I said, the only reason I'm calling them in is because of the Pope. We could get France in, but it's overkill. Might as well save the favors with them. So yeah, Bologna isn't even in the HRE, which means less aggressive expansion. Okay, once again, I'm gonna re-ally the Pope after this. Okay, we are done. Did have to siege Bologna twice because the Pope unsieged it, but there we go. There it is. Perfect. Okay, in the meantime, I have been spying on Mantua. It is 1458 though, so all of these guys should leave the HRE in 3 years. Austria's only allied to me, which is good, which means everyone else will leave. Yeah, perfect. Okay, then we're gonna leave too. Okay, started coring Bologna. Admin Tech 5 has been acquired. Time for our first idea group. And, you know, what better way to kick off our Playing Tall campaign than with innovative ideas? Now, obviously taking an admin idea group for first idea group is not that beneficial because, you know, we are gonna be spending admin points on these and not that much on teching up, which means we're gonna get, you know, admin 7 slower, which enables us to get the second idea group then. But, you know, the earlier you pick innovative, the better, man. So, yeah, lots of nice things right here, man. Tech discount, obviously, you know, the free policies, the advisor discount and stuff like that. If you don't take innovative as Florence, you're pretty much playing them wrong. So, there it is. Oh, damn, the Pope doesn't like me anymore. Not that it makes too much of a difference. I did want to have good relations just so I can take these things all the time, but I guess we can just keep buying indulgence. So yeah, I'm gonna wait 3 years until all of these guys leave, then we'll do like Mantua or something. Already making decent money, honestly. Now, tier 3 is quite I don't know, kind of useless tier, especially for Signorias right here. Obviously, you know, we could swap to one of these, but, you know, I do want to stay with this. Frequent elections drops it down by 1 year, but it's like 12 or 11 years. Does it really matter? Then consolidation of power increases it by a year. Obviously, we don't care about absolutism. This makes us force re-election, and this one is just like, you know, it's a lottery election. So honestly, I'm gonna go with consolidation of power. It does increase it to 13 years, which once again, 1 more year doesn't really matter, but it does reduce estate influence by 10% every time. So, you know, it's like whatever here, really. Meanwhile, still no changes on the Siena, you know, department. And there's the whole Shadow Kingdom thing. I was gonna call it a situation, but it's not. It's an imperial incident. We don't care about any of this. Austria still hasn't allied anyone else in Italy. This is just Aragon, by the way. So yeah, we'll leave in a year. And folks, we've already started maxing out on points, man. Not even, you know, 3 decades into the game. So we can officially start our development. Yeah, cheapest ones. So, you know, we're gonna bump everything, man. There we go. Oh, mint. And there it is. A year has passed. Let's just once again check and see. Yep, Austria not allied to anyone in Italy, so the empire doesn't concern us. Austria will hate me, but you know, we don't really care, do we? So there we go. We're officially not part of the HRE anymore, and we can, well, I was gonna say fight Mantua, but Milan had other ideas. I didn't even notice that. Okay. We can probably do this with, like, France's help or something. We'll see. Let's just wait for wars to end. Actually, this is not even a bad time to hit the Pope, dude. We do got a truce with them. How? 5 more years. What kind of truce is that? Oh, it's because... But no, oh no. I took money from them in the Bologna War. That's why it's so long. Shoot, maybe that's why they ended up hating me. Even though I can re-ally them now. I don't think I will, though. And maybe with France and Austria, dude, maybe we even ditch Milan here pretty soon. I do want to use their help versus, like Siena or Genoa, though. In fact, we border Venice, too. Tricky. Okay, so all relevant marketplaces have been put down. We can continue on with the churches, which I guess we do want to have them everywhere. Best way to give Austria money? build a church first, and then you end up giving them, well, nothing really. Genoa was expanded a little bit because Savoy was excommunicated. Even though Austria would come in, still a very tricky war because of Burgundy, who's actually really powerful, and then Aragon. Let's wait for the succession, and then fight Genoa, I guess. Unless France comes in or something like that. Yeah. Oh, in the meantime, we got this. Yeah, I'll take that. Obviously, we want to be taking tax pretty early too as Florence, you know, to increase our innovativeness, which is pretty nice. Maxed out for the all-power cost, but we don't want to do it this early and this expensive. Whenever this is red, that's when we take it. Can we swap out of pigeons, though? We can't. 6 more years. Oh, there's another mission. Cool. Admin points? Sure. Ooh, immaculate government? Sure. Make haste slowly. We'll get that one eventually. Or actually, maybe we do this. And this is how we make Genoa end these alliances. And Venice, we don't really care about them, do we? We just take money and war reps if we can. If not, white piece them as soon as possible. We do outnumber them like this, but we gotta remember Venice is actually pretty tricky to piece out. Is there a way to get France in? Not with attitude. Loans paid off, and we're making a decent bit of cash right here. I know some of you are thinking we should build up lights. I think it's a bit too early for that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe some. Maybe some. We can re-elect this guy, which means he'll be 452 for 32 Republican tradition, or we can get Filippo, who's a 326. That's 11, and that'll be 10. Okay. Oh, come on, dude. Why the hell did you excommunicate me? Okay, it's fine. We can just, Wow, that's actually pretty expensive. Shoot. We gotta do it, though. We gotta do it. You know, buy indulgence for your sins to stop being excommunicated. It's actually really bad being excommunicated. Oh, shoot. France is now willing to help with Siena. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, then let's do it. What the... Wait, what? Oh, no, it's the Florentine disaster, isn't it? It's the bonfire of vanity. Shoot. It's because... Okay, it's sticking because of Stab and Republican tradition, frick. It's actually not that bad, but I do ideally want to avoid it. I am going to do this, and I am going to stab up. Okay, we've stopped it. Hey, Iberian wedding happened, so Genoa is no longer linked up with Aragon, which is good. But, okay, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and do this right here. France, Austria, Milan. And yeah, I'm dragging in all of these guys just to conquer Siena. Obviously, we'll make Genoa in the alliance with Burgundy, too. Let's go. In the meantime, even though we're at war, deving continues. Deving continues, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right, took ages, but there's wait, I forgot where you make them break alliances. Ah, there it is. Okay, end alliance with Burgundy. I am gonna take let's actually humiliate Genoa too. You know, for the age objective. Okay, there's Genoa out. Took ages to siege down the force, like I said. Okay, let's focus up on Venice a bit. We're almost done. I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, why not? We gotta fight Venice a bunch of times too. Maybe we just separate piece them for Ravenna. War reps. Let's wait till war reps. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna nab just Ravenna, war reps, and money from Venice. Obviously, later when we hit them directly, we're gonna be taking a lot more. And there's a piece out for Siena too. Perfect. No risk of coalitions and nothing like that. And we just got 2 nice provinces. Not centers of trade or anything like that, but still. Okay, let's core these up. And yeah, I don't know. Do we stick with Milan still? Because we got pretty long truces with Genoa and Venice. Don't want to fight the Pope just yet, I guess. They're linked up with Castile, too, so... I'll think about it. Okay, for Tier 4, we're gonna go lands for the church. France is threatening to ditch me. Who would I rather have, France or Austria? At this point, Austria is obviously stronger, but if they ever lose the emperorship, which, as it stands, they won't, because they're incumbent. Non-emperor, France is stronger than non-emperor Austria, but... Okay, then ditch me, France. Who cares? I just hope they don't push into Italy. Meanwhile, deving continues. Let's, you know I'm not bumping up the most optimal ones or whatever, but, you know, I'm just doing everything, man. Of course, we rather should spend, you know, more points to develop cloth instead of cow production, but it's fine. Wait, what do we want to go with here? Ottomans declared on Venice. Actually, this would be a pretty good time to fight them, but... Okay, waited to take this to get cheaper tech and also this at the same time. So now we have a minus 15% tech discount, which means we can continue taking up an admin. Finally, some deving in mill as well. And my guy's a scholar. 20%, nice. Okay, I like that quite a lot. There's the Burgundian succession, which means Burgundy isn't a problem anymore, but it already was. Wait. That's rare. That's pretty rare. I was gonna say Burgundy isn't a problem anymore, but it already wasn't because we made them in the alliance. Oh. That's right, I already saw this. It just didn't register. That freaking sucks, dude. I really wanted to nab Genoa. Oof. Maybe it's worth it to ditch Austria to get back with France in order to make them, using favors, ditch the alliance with Genoa. -50. Yeah, if I ditch Austria, I could re-ally them. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And actually, Austria wants to re-ally me. I wonder if France will still want to ditch me like that. Yes, they do. Okay. Dude, what is with this Genoa Diplo situation, man? How am I... Ugh. I guess in that case, Venice has to be up next. Yeah, truce with them expires in 3 years. Yeah, I already got a claim from an event. And actually, yeah, let's spy on them some more. Admin 6, which means finally we have workshops. Don't want to dip too much because of Bonfire of Vanities, so... yeah, let's just continue having the Medicis, even though it would be nice to extend this guy, frick it. At this point, I wonder if I'm big enough to where if I release guys, they would accept my Diplo vassalization. You guys know this trick, man. For example, we fight Venice here, right? And we can make them pop out one province Padua and one province Verona right here and one province Aquileia. Am I big enough as a country to where they would accept a Diplo vassalization? We can sort of test it on someone like Saluzzo, but... I think these guys would like me more because, you know, I create them and stuff. Oh, and great, Saluzzo's elected France too. I won't be surprised if these guys become a French vassal. Yeah, dude, one of the, you know, it's... is that like... whatever. Definitely one of the unluckier Florence playthroughs we've had. You know, alliance-wise. I don't know, maybe we test it on Venice. Like, I take Treviso and Venice itself. And then create Padua, Verona, and Friuli. Because really, I'm only interested in this. Oh, shoot, the Pazzi conspiracy. Frick. I forgot about this. So we lose 2 stab, and we kill a ruler, and we get the Pazzi guy in charge. Or we lose 1 stab, give a little bit of land to the estates, which I don't think is actually too bad. What does this add up to? Like, 5%. It's gonna be a little tricky, but it's fine. And next time we re-elect our ruler or elect a candidate from the family, it will not cost Republican tradition. Yeah, gotta go with this. Gotta go with that. Alright, just with Venice is up. Oh, not that it's not doable like this, but we can't get onto Venice like that. We can't get onto Venice like that. They got 22k. Milan will get rolled. They'll just walk in with their 10k. And not a fan. Can't relink with Austria, obviously. Why would they? Broke the alliance twice. Alright, I got a Merc company up. This does take us quite over force limit, and we're actually losing quite a lot of money here, but we're rich enough to where we can sustain it, and obviously we need it for Venice. So I'm just gonna declare for Treviso or something. Dragon Milan, they're probably gonna get pieced out here, I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, let's see what we can do. Alright, this war took quite a while. Picked up Pluto in the meantime, which is actually really nice. You know, we got, especially the goods produced, the other source of goods produced, and the dev discount and whatnot. But, war's been going on for quite a while. Just got Venice in a battle right here. We got decent war score, so this is kind of the only thing we can do without actually landing on Venice, which we still can. So, I don't know. If I take Treviso and make them pop out Verona, Padua, and Aquileia, can I Diplo vassalize these guys? That's my question. And obviously, stuff over here, I can't take stuff over here I'm not interested in. Is it a stupid peace deal? So this is 16. If we do this, it's 48. So it's not like we can't tank it. Ah, frickin' dude. There we go. I'll take it. Okay, so this was actually quite a lot, technically. And also France, once again, ditched me during this war. So now I don't have Austria or France, which could prove to be tricky, but we'll see. Yeah, let's just chill for a bit. And I don't know, I guess we'll finish off Venice or something like that. Build up a fleet in the meantime. I am going to ditch Milan now, too. Genoa, obviously, no way we can fight them, so... yeah, also tier 5 got reform time. Now, we got condottieri contracts right here for more merc stuff. We're really not merc maxing that much, if I'm being honest. Defensive size would be decent. Reinforced speed, supply limit, reinforced cost. Actually gonna go with this. Okay, how many loans did we get during this? Actually, not that much. Wow. I'm surprised. So yeah, next war we take Brescia, Bergamo, and Venice. Excommunicated again, and now it's 275. Holy... ugh. Freaking Pope. I gotta beat his ass sooner or later. Oh, what did I tell you? I was gonna say, maybe we link with Castile, because we can't get with France or Austria, but this has happened. Aragon... Aragon broke free. Damn, man, I haven't had a Diplo game this bad playing in Italy in a while. It just, you know, it just goes to show. Who even knows if I'm forgetting, I mean, you guys probably know, if I'm forgetting to do anything else that we normally do. I probably am. All right, well, I guess we can start upgrading some centers of trade. Gallying up right now in preparation for the invasion of Venice. Even though it's gonna be a while. Yeah, 10 more years. Oh yeah, I forgot to ditch Milan, dude. They're at least they're easy to fight. And we can try and do Parma too, I was gonna say, but if we just do that, we can't take anything after, so... Yep, just straight up gonna expand. Reinforcement, obviously I love it. Well, a little bit of good news. Look, France is actually sending me an alliance offer. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, yeah, just upgrading centers of trade here, man. Back in with France. Actually, I should probably continue to curry favors with these guys for the Genoa thing, right? Yeah, finally full state of the Venice thing, actually, so we can go ahead and reduce... There we go. How much money are we making? Yeah, that's pretty good, even with some loans. And how much debt are we at this point, dude? 233. That's pretty good for, you know, our size. Great. The guy I chose died, man. Do we continue role-playing as the Medicis, though? That's what I'm wondering here. And take this absolute buffoon, or do we just choose another guy? It's not like the difference is that big. It's just 0 instead of 1. You know what? We've had good guys so far, man. And, you know, it makes sense that, you know, eventually you'll end up having some complete dumbass that ruins everything. I'm gonna take him. Not only to continue with them, but also because it's funny. Okay, let's hope this guy dies as quick. The other guy I had for like 2 years, man. And the worst thing is now I'm gonna get excommunicated again. The problem with Genoa still is, even if I make France break that alliance, right, they're still linked up with, oh my god, with Poland and Naples, and it's me alone. So let's say, I don't know, we rush them somehow, maybe Poland doesn't get here or something like that. We can nab a province or two, but it's hard, man. Yeah, I think we honestly need to forget about Genoa. And, you know, just focus on Venice. After we're done with Venice, then we're gonna hit Milan. Truce is gonna be up in like 2 years anyway, so frick it. I don't know, the Pope. Yeah, but we even got Castile there. Everyone else is getting good alliances but me, dude. And I can't link back up with these. Bohemia, not that powerful. I could go with them. Aragon, not gonna happen. Yeah, let's ally Bohemia. Maybe there'll be a little bit of help. Oh my god, Hungary, dude? When did they take that? As if things weren't complicated enough already. Jesus, dude. You know, we set out to play a chill playing tall campaign. Doesn't mean I don't want to expand. Alright, they won't be that difficult to deal with, granted, or maybe with this Mega Sweden they will, I don't know, but oh my god, it just keeps getting more and more complicated. Truce with Venice is up. I am gonna wait for a couple of more boats, though. I'm building up some heavies, too. Yeah, and even though I can join the coalition, I'm kind of the only one that can do it. You know, the Pope and Austria could, but they like them too much. In the meantime, Tier 6 separation of powers. Don't want to do that. Don't care about that. Calling the Diet, increases Republican tradition, all estates loyalty, Attorney General, can't seize Crown land, advisors increase Republican tradition, don't want to do that either. I guess I'm just gonna go with supremacy of the Diet. Every time we call the Diet, we gain some Republican tradition, so yeah. Okay, everything's in place to hit Venice. They're linked up. Actually, this is good. Break that, break that, break that. Yep. Yep. Okay, let's go in for Venice. Call in France and Bohemia. Perfect. Yeah, we just destroyed them. Oh, wait, I need to wait for this naval battle. There we go. So there's Genoa done. But I can't make... Yeah, they'll just re-ally France, but that's fine. We'll have favors. So, break alliance with Poland and with Naples. Not gonna make him do it with Venice. Not gonna take money on war reps. And then it's the Knights, but I won't full... Oh, I will full annex Venice. Okay, in that case, I need to stay in this. Okay, beat up some more boats, and I guess they unconditionally surrendered, so perfect. There's Brescia, Bergamo, and Venice for ourselves, so now we're pretty powerful over here. These guys, we should expect that they'll re-ally France. Now they're guaranteed by Aragon. Jesus. Will you leave Genoa alone, everyone, please? Let me do something. Yeah, this is better than what was happening earlier, but still. Okay, We'll see if we can do something there. If not, we'll do Milan. This actually wasn't that bad, AE-wise. But in the meantime, man, even though, even with all the difficulties we're having with the alliances and stuff like that, and really it's not even that bad, it's just Genoa that's bugging us, kinda. Over at home, the situation is pretty good. Making pretty nice money over here. Development continues. You know, we've wrapped up Pluto. We're about to wrap up Innovative, so that's wonderful. And yeah, just chugging along. Pretty cheap to dev as well. It's nice to bump up this paper in Padua, actually. Very nice. This paper in Treviso as well. Genoa hasn't re-allied France, though. I don't think that is, you know, the truce is in the way, so... Yeah, but with no help, and with Aragon on their side, Pope can be knocked out quickly, but... No, wait, we all have a truce with Genoa, don't we? Well, France would help when the truce expires. Let's keep an eye out on that. 1507. Okay, I can chill till 1507. Finally got 50 favors with France, just in case, obviously. Almost forgot to spy on these guys. Finally. Okay, definitely not gonna re-elect him, and the relative is actually pretty good. Yeah, the relative is actually pretty good. 363, nice. We'll take him. I know we've been delaying Milan here a little bit, and they're like the easiest guy we can fight, but still, we gotta try and take advantage of all of these things. There's a wrap on Innovative. 20% cheaper advisors would be really nice. Pretty soon, we're gonna start running higher level advisors. In fact, now I'm gonna start running higher level advisors, aren't I? So let's take that. Actually, let's take the reinforced speed guy over here. Trade guy, perfect. And do we have an inflation reduction guy? We do. That's what I'm gonna take. I still haven't gotten radical reforms. What is this? French Neapolitan unification war. Great. I don't have a claim on this. Let's try this. I might actually end up getting Urbino here. Okay. I guess we're not doing Genoa. They got big freaking stacks, dude. I've never seen this. Why did they move their capital away from Pest in freaking Nitra? Is it because the Ottomans are too close? Did some deving. We can upgrade into a kingdom. War is done. They did make them a junior partner, and I did get Urbino. Well, you win some, you lose some. We were focusing on northern Italy anyway, so it's not that much of a problem, especially since we couldn't get to Naples at all at the start with Siena, but okay, so now they probably got access, don't they? Access is gone. Hell yeah, excellent. Okay, there we go. We've just declared on Genoa, folks. We'll see how much we can take. AE is actually pretty high here, and there's another mission, reform the Monte. Very nice. All right, yeah, but obviously Genoa itself is our main target. Why do they die whenever they're good? Assholes, Naples isn't transferring occupation. Okay, there's radical reforms, so points coming in nicely. Gonna rehire them, obviously. Inflation guy and trade guy are pretty good. So we got this. Let's not continue to do that. Beat up the boats. Okay, we can go back. We can actually walk on to Sardinia here too. Who is Aragon allied to? We could do a separate war versus them. It's just England and Austria. With France, we can do it. So from Genoa, obviously, the most we can take is this, which... Okay, I actually waited to separate piece Aragon. Maybe Castile can go in like this or something like that. I don't know. But either way, with Genoa, we're done. The only thing we can take is this, so I am going to take it. A little bit of a risk of a coalition. We're probably going to get it, but it's fine. Okay. Took some very valuable provinces. A lot of guys are mad, but it's whatever. Gonna have to chill for quite a bit. If I can, honestly, I'll hit Aragon for this. If not, I don't know. I'll do Genoa again, Milan. Savoy is an OPM, allied to France. They're gonna become a vassal too, aren't they? Wait, I thought they just did this. Or no, what? What is this? I kind of have to accept here. Just doing some deving right now. Another governor reform. Milan, I guess, is going in on Genoa right here. Provincial government, state maintenance, prosperity growth. That's pretty nice. Gov cap, we don't really need it. Global trade power, max promoted cultures, promote culture cost minus 50%. So that'll put us at 5. It's not as important to do this in EU5, but you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly... State maintenance, is that the cost, right? State maintenance, yeah, it is. It's already fairly cheap. Prosperity growth is nice. I'm actually gonna go with cultural administration, dude. Yeah, frick it. And then we promote like Venetian, Romagnol, or Lombard. It's only minus 15% because it's not accepted, but still same culture group. So colonialism. Oh, we've become a great power, but because of colonialism. Either way, you know, complete dev. Not that bad. There's Tech 10 in every category. We're going to continue, you know, our playing tall idea groups right here. I wonder, just do we go infrastructure? It's got the dev discount, obviously. What else is good? Freaking expand infrastructure, construction discount, or do we go economic? Production efficiency, you know, another merchant, inflation reduction, tax, goods produced. Because I want to take one of these and then trade. Or do I take trade now and then one of those? It's all for making money anyway. Court, not that needed. Ideally, I'd take both of these, but I don't think I got that setting on. Frick it, let's go economic then. Let's go economic, and in fact, I'll focus admin, why not? There's another mission. In the meantime, Medici Bank Ledgers. I should probably hire a philosopher, natural scientist, or artist. There we go. They need to be level 3, though, so but I can't upgrade this guy. There we go. There's commission to Mona Lisa, tech and idea discount. We've influenced the church. This one is always really hard to get, though. Okay, France finally ended that goofy-ass war that they did versus Sweden, and I guess Sweden is not at all present over here anymore, but more importantly for us, ladies and gentlemen, we can form Tuscany. Yes. I completely forgot you don't need Naples to form Italy in EU4. You do in EU5. I think you need, like, Naples, Florence, and Milan, whereas over here you need, Genoa, Milan, Florence, and Rome. No shortage of enemies, I'll give you that. Wait, this I don't get. How is my spy network in Aragon decreasing? Are they counter-espionaging me or something like that? Oh my god, dude. France, give it a rest, man. Wait, what? What did they do? War on the Empire. Okay, now it's increasing. Why was it decreasing? I've never seen that. Or maybe I haven't, I've just forgotten. Okay, while this is happening, we actually have a pretty good opportunity to go in on Aragon here. Just gotta claim on them. Sweden won't help them, so there's my declaration. My free company is already there. Yeah, this is just for Sardinia, by the way. Sure, we could do Sicily stuff as well, you know, pop Sicily and blah, blah, blah. But like I said, we're not really interested in southern Italy, so... Oh. Well, I can't land there now. Frick. Oh, I can't land, but I can also stop them from leaving. Okay, I think France just ended it with these guys and immediately went in on Aragon, dude. This, France is so aggro, it's crazy. Okay, without us even sieging Sardinia, they're willing to give it up, so perfect. Okay, this didn't make that many people mad. Milan up next. Not immediately, of course. Start building the Doge's Palace. Does help out. Dude, our lowest dev province is 15 dev, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah. Obviously, this continues at all times, even though I don't always show it. Genoa has allied Austria. But Austria isn't willing to help right now, so we gotta do it. There we go. We're with Milan, too, because they guarantee them. It's fine. I could make Milan pop Parma and Mantua and Montferrat in this war, actually. I think now I should be big enough to maybe get these guys diplo-vassalized. We'll try it. We'll try it. Obviously, at this point, man, look at this battle, for example. Even though we're pretty rich and powerful, as you can see, our army quality isn't really there because we're focusing on other things. Didn't stop me from getting a stack wipe, though. All right, made Milan release Mantua and Parma. I actually couldn't do Montferrat as well, too much war score, but they are willing to accept as it stands, so let's do it. And since this isn't a full annex on Genoa, they're willing to accept, so there's the peace out. Now, France dragged me into this, but I don't think it should be a problem because it's not my war. So yes, I can do it. Cool, there's Parma, and there's Mantua. Very nice. We're gonna do Montferrat too. When we fight them, take this, whatever. Oh shoot, I can do Savoy now, man, cause I'm in a war with France. No, I can't do Savoy. I don't border them. Damn. Could vassalize them, I guess. But no, I can't get a claim. You know, if we hit the Pope, we can make him pop Spoleto and Perugia too. But really, what? You know, maybe if we just go for like northern Italy, which kind of this is the divide right here. I don't know. Are we interested in this? Do I just let go of Urbino and instead take this? Or do I just take this from the Pope? I guess, you know, in EU4, the north-south divide is basically whatever Naples owns is south, and then everything else is north, but... Okay, but teched up a little bit. Finally got some manufactories here, man. At least, you know, the good ones. So, cool. About to make even more money. Wait, when the hell did we start making this much? Okay. The truth is, with so few countries in Italy now, we don't even need to have these guys do whatever they do. Obviously, I need to keep one in Venice to collect, so we can just swap that guy to maximize profit. Alexandria, we can tell Ragusa to transfer instead of Genoa. Ragusa to Venice. That's where it goes? Doesn't it go to Genoa as well? Maybe like that? Do I make more now? I don't think I make more now, but frick it. Allied Poland. Dude, this France is actually going crazy. They declared on Milan straight up. Reconquest of Montferrat? How the hell did they get a core on that? Or, it's probably for Savoy. Over here, I'm gonna do mercantilistic approach. Can't go in on the Pope now, not with Hungary and Castile helping. Look, they just aren't stopping. They just aren't stopping. What did they... Yeah, they gave everything back to Savoy and more. They haven't stopped fighting wars, dude. Oh, look at what I created. These guys are gonna be a problem, man. These guys are gonna be a problem, especially because this is something I am actually interested in, as opposed to stuff down here. I'll need 1 million allies to take these guys down. Maybe the Ottomans will expend them a little bit. 6 manufactories, public works. Very nice, even more dev discount. I can't believe we're still stuck here just because we don't have Parma, dude. We can annex these guys in... well, just a couple of months. Council of Trent is here. The Reformation is going on, but obviously, you know, doesn't concern us. Over here, we're just gonna go conciliatory, I think, right? Because, yeah, improve relations. Annexing both Parma and Mantua right now shouldn't take too long. Hey, what the hell is Persia doing in Italy, man? Are they allied to the Ottomans? They are. Man, that's a pretty good alliance right there. Parma has been annexed, which means finally we can take Tuscan Birthright, which gives us claims on this and Dreams of Grandeur as well. Running level 3 advisors now. Annex Mantua too. Ottomans beat France's ass pretty good, dude. Took a lot from Naples down here. That's a wrap on economic too. I'll take that. And let's go ahead and hit Milan here. Milan is full annexable. It is quite a lot of aggressive expansion though, but I think I'll take it. And that's a wrap with Milan. Yeah, gotta do it though. Perfect. Okay, got Milan now, which means if we take Rome, we can actually form Italy. Cool. Definitely a risk of a coalition now, but we should be alright. There's another election. Obviously, we keep re-electing, you know, all of the Medici guys. Looking pretty good right here, man. 605 dev. If we take a look at our provinces here, the lowest dev province is this one with 12, which I guess we can continue to, you know, bump them all up. There we go. Okay, now it's back to 15. Perfect. So yeah, everything we have is pretty equally developed here, man, which I do like quite a lot. You know, looking pretty green. This is fairly low right here, but obviously I don't even own that. So yeah, very nice. Milan is at 34, Florence 32, Venice 29, Genoa 27. Nice. And it's actually still, yeah, pretty cheap. France just integrated Savoy. Hey, this might be beneficial. Hold up. Like that, Hungary doesn't come in. Like this, we can do it, dude. Like this, we can do it. Although, wait. Oh, I'm gonna get mega coalitioned. Aren't I? Yeah, let's declare for Rome. Gonna lose 2 stab here. I insulted them already, but there's nothing we can do. I'll just stab up. Should have done this. Well, actually, we can only do that after the war, but it's fine. Let's go. Another 2% all power cost here is good. Yeah, chugging along in this war, man. I'm waiting for the Ottomans to get out of here, too. Okay, so I actually can make the Pope release Perugia and Spoleto, which, of course, they'll accept being my vassals diplomatically, just like Parma and Mantua did. And then I can take Ancona, Rome, and Terracina. I just need to keep going. We got a lot of money here, man, but obviously money isn't as important in EU4 as it is in EU5. You just need to wait these guys out. You can never, like, pay them to leave or anything like that. So, yeah, and, you know, the weakness of our army is also still apparent because we're not taking, you know, any mill idea groups, and I am going to continue to not take them and complain about it because it's funnier. So, yeah, I'll upgrade that. Might as well spend the money on something. Alright, just kicked Castile out, and I'll be taking this from the Pope and releasing Perugia and Spoleto, which we can vassalize. Once again, similar coalition like we would have gotten with Milan, which we actually didn't get. But, there's a peace out. Perfect. Okay, these guys, yeah, obviously they're willing to accept. Well, it might change when the month takes over, but I don't think it will. We can now form Italy when we core up Rome. France, again, yeah, meanwhile I'm working on vassalizing these guys, which there's Spoleto, and as soon as I can ally Perugia, we'll do it too, because apparently I don't have a good opinion of them. And there we go. Obviously we can do it because this is not our own war, right? Dude, we got the War of the Protestant League too. It's like super mid. Yeah. This is it. But wait, Rome is cored. Oh, I'm not at peace. I'm Curia Controller. That is really good. Okay, now we just need to do a Golden Bull and we can do that mission. Damn, this is another really hard one as well. Let's do... Does it really matter? Yeah, I'll just do that one. This one is good for playing tall. There we go. We passed the Golden Bull, which means now we can do that mission. There it is. There's Control the Church, and there's Academy of the Brand as well. Diplomat Prestige Decay, 100 Diplo points. Well, actually, you got more than 100 right now, so let's do a little bit of deving. What's the cheapest one? There we go. We bumped that up. I know I'm doing fish and cows, but it is what it is. Oh, perfect. And then to do Levy the Arno, wow, which is actually really powerful. We need to grow Devon Florence by 15. Now, it started at 28. There's encouraged development. We'll also expand infrastructure, super cheap. So we've bumped it up 4 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, there it is. Nice modifiers, man. Excellent. Now, make haste slowly is a pretty annoying one. Is it loyalty? Influence lower than 50. That's the clergy. I need a re-election to reduce the influence. Yeah, I'm making lots of money now, man. Oh no, it was the burgers, dude. Alrighty, and now that I'm out of that France stuff, we can go ahead and form Italy. Now, it would be actually nice. Well, these are just claims, aren't they? Yeah, well, we're never gonna do this. Burgers are actually too influential because we're so republic, but there we go. We can now form Italy. Now, do we take Italian ideas? I've completely forgotten what they are. Let me examine it. Now, Italy doesn't have any playing tall stuff. So we'll get rid of, you know, the Devon tech and idea discounts and whatnot. But it could be a way for us to get at least some army modifiers, you know? Damn, the Italian mission tree is just so complicated to start. But there we go. We'll take that. And that's the only thing we can do. Wow. Okay. You know what? This is a playing tall campaign. It's not a playing Italy campaign. We can't abandon our roots. Okay, I'm officially gonna ditch France because I'm gonna try and conquer this from them. How are we gonna do that? No idea. Probably not even possible if we're being honest, but hey. I don't know. Get with, like, Sweden. Probably. Good idea. Get with Castile. I don't know. What else? Everyone else sucks balls. This Switzerland is decent, but one way is we just get 1,000,000 mercs and just grind them down, dude. Just grind them down. Because look, Bohemia would help. Poland wouldn't. Sweden sucks. Castile, ass. I can build up another army. Yeah, let's do that. 27, 4, 10. I'll just build up a template. There it is. 27, 4, 10. Yep. I'm involved in something Bohemia called me into, but just get the Bastion, man. And I put down some forts. You know. Let's just, I guess, upgrade stuff that's relevant. Don't need the one in Mantua or the one in Treviso, though. Dude, the Protestant League thing is still going on. Okay, admin 14, perfect time to pick up a mill idea group so we can beat France's ass. Now, I was gonna pick up trade, obviously, right here, but how much more is, like, 2 merchants gonna help us, man, in making money and stuff like that? We're already fairly rich. Maybe I should actually take one of these. Now, with Innovative, Quality does have infantry combat. So that'll put us at, like, 25%, which is not bad. But then again, we don't need the boats that much. I am going to take Quality in. I am going to take it. I know it's not the tallest, but hey. Obviously, running level 5 advisors, mega cheap. By the way, this guy's even cheaper. 2 ducats. These guys are 4, so yeah, making a bunch of points. Dude, I think as soon as our castles are done, we fight France. I'm actually putting down ramparts too. It's gonna take forever for them to get built, but maybe we do it. I don't know. By that point, we'll unlock more in Quality too. Okay, so this is actually a pretty good time because French have just declared on Huron, which is obviously in the New World, so their armies could be there. We don't know if they are. They could be. They don't have strong allies, and everyone except for Poland would help me. I don't know if this is good or bad. I think we do it, dude. Frick it. Frick waiting. Okay, so let's stop drilling. I got claims on everything I want to take, by the way, over here. Let's stop drilling. Don't have that many, don't have that much money right now, but we got to get some other companies here to help out, man, because our manpower is going to run out so quickly. So, get the independent army up in the grain company. I think it should be enough. We do go way over force limit, so we're going to be losing a lot of money here. But luckily, there's only 1 fort here that we need to take, and then I don't know. We'll do something. I don't know. So there's another mission. I don't know which mission it is. Adapt our military, modern condottieri, or upgrading the military. Focus on fire, obviously. Alpine defense. That's actually very nice. And as soon as we get this, we declare. All right, morale is there, folks. Time to go in on France, man. We're gonna go in for Novara, call in Sweden, Bohemia, and Castile. We do outnumber them, but it ain't always about the numbers, is it? Okay, so France does have some armies here. They got 126k. Let's hope all of them are in the New World. They're obviously not. We see them here, but to take this, we need 50% war score. Dude, if we can get to Paris... Wait, can we get to Paris? I can't get to Paris. I can bomb every fort on the way, though. You know, it's good if they keep busy with Castile here. You're kidding me. Freaking Liège siege down Stockholm? Sweden, what are you doing, man? Like, where's your troops, bud? Ah, they're about to get destroyed over in Dithmarschen. That's why I said, you know, I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage that, you know, freaking... I got allies. Okay, let's send in Carlo here to beat Naples. Well, I'm in Paris. Won the siege of Paris. Only 10% war score. Their forts are actually, like, really easy to siege down. You can see how short the sieges are. Obviously, I'm bombing the forts, but still. Good thing is, though, I genuinely do think most of their army isn't here, dude. Like, this is the only thing I'm seeing, man. There might have been another stack or something. Oh, yeah, the Swedish stack. So, yeah, about half of their army isn't here. Meanwhile, another one of these, guiding principal administration, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Dude, minus 5 years of separatism is pretty good, but minus 10 is even better. Honestly, if Castile and Sweden get pieced out, we'll have a lot more war score here. There's a big one. Now, realistically, we should be able to destroy it, man, but this is France. That's got quality offensive. I don't know. We gotta get... dude, they sieged it back so quick. Frick. Okay, got a stack here. Okay, Bohemia got knocked out. I honestly wasn't paying attention if they're, you know, tanking us war score or not. Yep, pretty far from acceptance still. Frick me. Okay, major battle, which we won. Only 0.1% war score. Very cool. Sweden just got knocked out, which is actually good. And so did Castile. We are above 50% war score. Will they give it up? They will. I'll take this just for good measure to wrap up the area too, even though we didn't really need it. But, there we go, man. Can't even take a single ticket. That's France beaten as well. Okay, didn't really use too much skill here, honestly, because, half of their army wasn't even here. And then they went for Castile and Sweden immediately. And I guess Bohemia too. I don't know what happened there, but, yeah, you know, the EU4 AI tends to piece out the weakest nations first, which, you know, could work to your advantage or disadvantage, but luckily this time, man, it worked out pretty well. So, there we go. Let's core all of that up and then wrap it all up. You know, allies worked, I guess. Honestly, us picking quality here didn't do anything at all. We should have just gone with trade. It doesn't matter. We not wasted, but we used like freaking, I don't know how many forts I bombed in this war. I'm still Courier Controller too. Didn't get re-elected, I think. I think it's still the first one. And keep in mind, we've kept the Medicis in power the entire game, so that worked out too. These assholes converted it to Occitan. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, almost forgot, man. Almost forgot. We need to annex Perugia and Spoleto. Yeah, the way I noticed this is I was wondering why these take so long, whereas the other ones just wrapped up so quick. Look, they even pushed Gascon over here. There we go, the two vassals have been integrated, and we're actually over governing capacity. That's hilarious, dude. Let's go ahead and full state the Piedmont. But there we go, folks. After full stating all of this, man, and after conquering all of northern Italy and a little bit more, I think it's a pretty good place to wrap it up for a little throwback playing tall campaign in Europa Universalis 4. Now, like I said in the intro of the video, man, I do think playing tall and, you know, and not expanding as much and, you know, doing all of the developing and building the right buildings in the right places and all of that is way more fun and way better in EU5 than it is in EU4. I still wanted to, you know, come back in EU4 and play one of my favorite countries, not just for playing tall, but one of my favorite countries, period, in the EU4, because while you guys enjoyed the last EU4 video, you guys said you wanted to see more, so I thought, why not do a little chiller campaign where we hang around and play tall instead of the mega expansionist one we did as Albania. or whoever we played. I think it was Albania. But, you know, this one turned out to be, you know, quite a lot of expansion as well. Obviously, we're always going for Northern Italy, man, but the alliance situation at the start, and now, you know, France pushing in so much did complicate things. But overall, it still ended up being super, super fun. But yeah, ended up number 4 on the Great Powers list, man. A lot of this right here is from deving. You know, don't have a single province with, you know, less than 15 dev anywhere in the country. I mean, you know, I can just, freaking show it off right here. Oh wait, what the hell we do? I guess these didn't show up right here because you know, they were recently conquered or something like that, but you can see how cheap it is to develop a lot of these. And there we go. Now we don't have a province with less than 15 dev, and a lot are above 30 as well. So yeah, you know, built courthouses literally everywhere, production buildings literally everywhere, obviously, except for the stuff we just conquered. Churches are everywhere. All of these are everywhere as well, making an absolute frick ton of money, even though we got some loans. Well, I guess just one loan to pay off. Upgraded a bunch of great projects as well. Got big-ass armies. And, you know, could we have taken something even taller than, you know, quality right here? Obviously. But I really thought we could use some help versus France, you know, with this, even though it didn't really matter that much. So, yeah, pretty nice place to wrap it up right here, man. You know, borders aren't as cool. I would have preferred to not take these 3 or something like that, you know, just to have the proper north-south Italy borders. Maybe I shouldn't have even taken this, but who cares? And yeah, I was debating doing Florence or one of the Low Countries, guys, and I decided to go with Florence. But for sure, let me know in the comments what other countries you'd like to see me check out in EU4. Maybe do a little throwback, or in EU4 mods you'd like to see me play, and which countries in those mods or something like that. But I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, man. Obviously, leave a like if you want to see more EU4. Let me know in the comments below if you do want to see more EU4. Subscribe if you haven't already. And that's it for me for now. See you next time.